Several people have observed that the coronavirus pandemic, with all the difficulties and stress it has produced, has brought about the worst in people. Many of you have experienced this firsthand, in your jobs, in public, with your friends and family, and perhaps even in yourself. Our lives are filled with anxiety and tension right now. It is at times like this that what is in a person will bubble up to the top. What is true of a person's personality will be accentuated and amplified in difficult times. Jesus had something to say about where all this comes from. He said the things that come out of a person's mouth come from the heart. Matthew 15:18. Some people have hurt others in unexpected ways. Where did that come from? Why did he do that? Why would she say that? It may be stress finding an unhealthy outlet, but it hurts all the same nonetheless. Perhaps there have been times when you've found yourself asking those questions, maybe even about yourself. You did something or said something hurtful, and it surprised even you. Our fallen world lives in a constant state of following after the flesh. Remember what Paul said about it in Galatians 5. The acts of the flesh are obvious: sexual immorality, impurity and lustful pleasures, idolatry and witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissensions, factions, and envy, drunkenness, orgies, and the like. Do any of these sound familiar? Have you been hurt over the past few months because the flesh in a person has been amplified and acted on? People who live of following the desires of their flesh will do so even more when anxiety takes over. So in a way, we should not be surprised when others act this way. Now, what about us who live by the Spirit of Christ? What should be true of us? Well, Paul continues in Galatians 5, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. If you're a follower of Jesus Christ, one who longs to keep in step with the Spirit, even then we find ourselves struggling with the flesh. And if we're not vigilant, we can find the flesh spilling over just like everyone else. But Jesus has called us to something greater. He has given us His Spirit for something greater. And because we walk in the power of the Spirit, the qualities He produces in us can be amplified and exaggerated at times of stress and strain like this. In fact, God is counting on us to be light in a world ravaged by darkness in desperate times. In Philippians 4:5, Paul urges, "Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near." As you begin your week, let your gentleness be evident to all. If you're starting a new school year, let the fruit produced by the Spirit be evident to all. If you're in a stressful job, let your gentleness bless others, even as they experience the hurt that comes out of the exaggeration of other people's flesh. As you go into a store or restaurant and struggle through the inconveniences brought on by the pandemic, let your light shine through the darkness. As you struggle through the weariness of COVID-19 precautions, let the fruit of the Spirit be magnified. So be a blessing. Let your gentleness be accentuated and exaggerated and be evident to all.